Welcome back to my channel. I'm Empress Bull. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to go over my current stock trading account. I'm also going to be talking about my plans for the upcoming trading week. I'll discuss a stock lingo and also talk about some very exciting news. So basically, this week has been challenging. It's kind of difficult to manage a stock account and take care of a 4-year-old child, manage multiple rental investments, and thinking about taking on another, because I think that, this is a time to really get the hard work in. I'm planning to repatriate, just understanding the infrastructure in Africa. It's probably going to take some time to get set up there. So I want to be able to set up myself for success. I want to make sure that I have residual income coming in while I'm there. So that's why I'm actually thinking seriously about acquiring an additional investment property. So let's just talk about something positive. So I am planning on visiting Africa. So this is going to be my first trip. I am really, really excited. I think that if you want to relocate to somewhere, you have to visit. You have to have boots on the ground, as they say it. So I'm planning on visiting the continent sometime after the summer. I'm hoping that the pandemic kind of lifts, so I'll be able to do that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to take my son on the first go, but that is the plan. Now, there are two places that actually appeal to me. I really like Tanzania because, it has a lot of mountains, a lot of nature. In fact, I read somewhere that about 30% of the country is a national park. So I think that's really interesting. My son loves animals, so I know that that's something he would enjoy. I also really like Ghana. Now, for some reason, Ghana doesn't seem or feel foreign to me. I don't know why, but this is what I think. So growing up, I learned a lot about Anansi, Ashanti tribes. Being someone who considered themselves a Garveyite, I learned about Kwame Nkrumah, who was the first president in Ghana. So for some reason, Ghana just seems kind of like home. I don't know. The other interesting thing I like about Ghana is that they've opened up their borders to Africans in the diaspora. I think that's really, really interesting. I like the president. He seems to be a thought leader. A lot of the things that I see him talking about is, how to get Africa more independent as a continent. So I really like what Ghana is doing. I like what's coming out of Ghana. But I am also very open to ideas and feedback. So if you guys have any thoughts of where I should visit first, I'll definitely take those into consideration. So go ahead and post your comments below. All right, so let's pivot and talk about my stock trading account. Let's see what I did this last week, right? All right, so here we go. So my account last week has been down $289.68. So not too bad. Could have been worse. I've seen much worse. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with going through, everything on my account. I'm just gonna talk about some of the changes I made last week. So Workhorse, I actually sold a couple shares. I took some profits because I didn't want the USPS contract to be delayed again, and then I'm caught holding the bag. So I took some profits and reinvested it in IPOE, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I did the same thing with SPCE. That's a space stock. I sold about 15 shares, took some profits as well, and reinvested the proceeds into some other stocks. Still waiting for the merger on SBE. That's going to happen sometime this month. So hopefully that goes up a little bit, and then I'll take some profits, wait for it to cool off, meaning wait for it to drop down, and then probably go back in again for the long term. I sold one share at Airbnb because I wanted the additional funds to do some other things. All right, IPOE. So this one, if you watched my last video where I talked about two different trading platforms, I talked about Robinhood and I talked about SoFi. So remember I said SoFi was actually going public. So SoFi is going public via a SPAC. A SPAC is basically a blank check company that merges with other companies to take them public so they can start trading on the stock exchange, right? So IPOE is that SPAC that is going to be merging with SoFi and taking them public. So I bought up some shares. I got 38.38 shares. So I think this stock is going to take off in a little bit. It's just a waiting game right now. AMC, I added maybe 20 more shares or something like that since the last time we reviewed this account. I really believe in this stock. I think AMC is like a staple to the American culture. They actually just cleared some of their debt. So I think once the pandemic kind of lifts, people are going out more. I think this stock is going to just shoot through the roof. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm really confident this stock is going to do well. If this stock drops down, if AMC drops down to $4, $3, I am gonna be buying this violently. Like, I'm probably gonna be buying 1,000 shares. That's how much I believe in this one. We talked about BNGO last time. I'm still holding that. ZOM is a new stock that I purchased last week as well. And I'm just in this for the short term. Since I got in when February 5th. Yeah. Well, I got in heavy February 5th. I am up 34, almost 35%. So I've made $100 on my money. So I'm probably going to take some profits and move on. They do have a product coming out in the next month. I think the end of March, they have a product coming out. So I'm probably going to wait for that catalyst and then just cash out. Gush is another stock that I really, really like. This one is what you call the leveraged ETF 2x. So basically what happens is this stock follows other stock that relates to, oil and gas production. So if those stocks do well, this particular stock amplifies that by 2. It also does the same in the inverse. So if those stocks do poorly, this stock amplifies, that by 2 in the negative. Hopefully that makes sense. So let me just show you here. I made a couple dollars on that stock so far. When did I get into this account? I got in on February 2nd, so just last week, and I've made, here we go, I've made $56. So, a profit is a profit, right? And GameStop, I'm just in this one just because. Nothing exciting about that. I'll probably sell out to that over the next couple of days or so. So for next week, I am looking at CCIV. This stock is also a SPAC. It's a blank check company. So here it goes. It says Churchill Capital Corp engages in operation of a blank check firm. So basically, it's a company that merges, with another company to take them public, like what I was explaining earlier. So this one, I anticipate is going to be doing well over the next couple of weeks. This stock has just been insane. Insane. The stock opened up 9 a.m. Friday morning at $30 and it closed at $34.93, almost $35. This blank check company is supposed to be merging with Lucid Motors, and they are supposed to be the competitors for Tesla. I don't know who could compete against Tesla, but anyway, I mean, Tesla is a beast. I have that company in another one of my portfolio, and it's just been doing really, really well. So a lot of people are really excited that this is like, the first stock that they think can really, really compete with Tesla as it relates to the, electric vehicle side of what Tesla does, because Tesla does a lot of other things. Another stock that I'm excited about for next week is IDEX. This stock has also been on an insane run. 3 months ago, let's just look, 3 months ago, I actually had the opportunity to jump in on this stock when it was like cents, pennies on the dollar. And last Friday, this stock was almost $5. So it has cooled off somewhat. It went all the way up to $5.60, and then it closed at market at $4.97. So it's kind of cooling off. So I think, sometime next week might be a good time to jump in and then just kind of, ride the wave going back up. This stock has to do with the electric vehicles type of thing. So, right now, electric vehicles has a lot of momentum. Your workhorse, your Neo, your Tesla, Hyliion, all of these other stocks are like, that's what everyone is talking about right now. So I think this stock is going to do pretty well in the next couple of weeks. And those are the two that are on my radar. I likely continue to add to my portfolio. I'll probably add a few more shares to PLTR. I'll probably add some more to IPOE. And like I said, if AMC drops down to $4, $4.50, I'm jumping in like a crazy person because I think this stock is going to do very, very well. So there you have it. Now let's talk about the stock lingo portion. So the stock lingo we're going to talk about today is, what is the stock market? I know this might sound simple, but a lot of people really don't understand this concept. The stock market is basically a place where people go to buy and sell stocks. Typically, they do this over exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. They also have different exchanges all over the world. There's the London Stock Exchange, so many different ones. Similar market principles apply. For example, if the demand of a product goes up, typically so does the price. And I also just want to remind you some of the words we used. I talked about what a SPAC is and what a leveraged ETF is. So in my upcoming videos, if I mention these words, we can remember them, and it's easy to just follow the video. So that is all for that section. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and also remember to hit the notification bell so that you are notified on any videos that I post. And until next time, bless up yourself.